Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear all, this video is for those who study Global English 7. That means this video is for grade 7 classes A, B and C, and for grade 8 classes D and E. Please be prepared with your course book and workbook. Open your course book on page 5 on page 81 and your workbook on page 59. We are going to talk about the first grammar lesson in Unit 10, which is about articles. Do you have any idea about articles? Okay, articles, we use them before the nouns, and that's like a, an, or the, or we can use nothing before the noun. How can I use any one of those? Okay, English has two articles, the and an or a. The first one, the, is used to refer to specific or particular nouns. A or an is used to modify non-specific or non-particular nouns. And we call the definite article. And a or an, the indefinite article. For example, if I say, let's read the book, I mean a specific book. But if I say, let's read a book, in this sentence, I mean any book we can choose and read. I'll give you another example. If you are sitting in your classroom and you say, I need a pen, which means you need any pen to write. But if you said, I need the pen, you are talking about a specific pen. Now we will learn how we can use a, an, and the before the nouns. For example, a we use it if we talk about one person or one thing, like I can see a small car, or there is a small pink car. Another example, that's a woman, or she is a young woman. The second article, an. We use an before the vowel sounds. Those are the vowel sounds, like an apple, I need an apple. An orange, an eggplant. Here are some additional examples for using a or an and the. Like for example in number 1, I have got a dog. There are many dogs and I have got one. But if you say in the second sentence, I am going to take the dog for a walk, you mean by this sentence you are talking about a certain dog, which is your dog, for example. Or another one, is there a dentist? You are talking about any dentist, and just we have many dentists. But another example, if you said, I went to the dentist yesterday, which means you went to your dentist. Okay, let's exercise here. In this example, I bought sandwich and milkshake. Sandwich was nice, but milkshake was horrible. Exactly. If we check the answer, we're going just to find I bought a sandwich and a milkshake. Any sandwich you're talking about. The sandwich was nice, but the milkshake was horrible. In the first sentence, you used a, but in the second sentence, you used that, because you are referring here to the sandwich and milkshake you bought. And now, let's move to the second part. When we use the and when we don't use the, or we use nothing. We use the with the following. Number one, we use the with anything is unique and one of its kind, like for example, the sun, the moon. When you say the sun rises from the east, I know exactly which sun you are talking about. There is only one. Number two, we use the with seas, rivers, and oceans, like for example, the Red Sea, the Amazon, the Pacific Ocean. Number three, we use the with musical instruments, like my sister can play the piano, or I can play the guitar. Number four, we use the with mountain ranges and island groups, like the Himalayas, the Maldives. Number five, we use the with superlative form. For example, when we say Ali is the best student, or Muhammad is the shortest boy in our class. Number 5 or number 6 as we have here, we use it with famous buildings. For example, when you say the Khalifa Tower is the longest building in the world. We don't use that with the following. Names of people and countries. For example, when you say, that's my friend Ali, you cannot say, that's my friend the Ali, or an Ali. No, that's my friend Ali. I'm from Egypt. I'm from Saudi Arabia. So with countries, cities, we use nothing. We don't use any article. Number two, we don't use the with names of days and months. Like for example, tomorrow is Friday. My birthday is in August. Number three, with those words, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number four, with the subjects, sports, and languages. Like for example, I can speak French. My favorite subject is Arabic. Number five, when we talk about something in general. Look at this example. When you say lions are dangerous, you are talking about here about lions in general. But if we are going to specify a group of lions, we need to use that. Like for example, the African lions are the most dangerous. The African lions are the most dangerous. But if you speak about lions in general, you say lions are dangerous. Like water is very important for us. The last point we have here, names of lakes, mountains, and islands. And I mean here by mountains the names of mountains, like Mountain Everest. But in the first slide we said mountain ranges, like the Himalayas, the Hijaz. We were talking about group of mountains or group of islands. And now let's do this quiz together. Okay, number one. Last night I stayed home and watched television. Which article you are going to use? A, an, the, or nothing? Please get a piece of paper and pen and write the answer. Okay, number two. Mary used to live in country. Number three. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Number four. What is Sue doing? She is on phone. What is the correct article? Number five. Mike is good student. 6. Peter is youngest student in the class. Number 7. Sydney is interesting city. Number 8. This class is best class at using articles. Now, all of you wrote the answers? Let's check together. Number 1. Last night I stayed home and watched television. Number 2. Mary without any article because it's the name of person. Mary used to live in the country. Number 3. What do you usually eat for breakfast without any article? Number 4. She's on the phone. Number 5. Mike without any article is a good student. Number 6. Peter is the youngest student in the class. Number 7. Sydney is an interesting city. And number 8, the last one, this class is the best class at using articles. And now before we end, please get out your workbook on page 59, exercise 4. In this exercise, we need to use one of these articles or using nothing, as we said. So that's your homework, and I'll check next time, inshallah.